After 10 days, your search has now come to an end. You must kill the exile. This is the task you have been given by the Masters of the Order. Your initiation ritual. You have followed the trader's trail to the nearest village in the forest, gathering eerie testimonies and irrefutable evidences of his passage. And now, you stand at the southernmost entrance to this place that, they said, was cursed centuries ago, in the darkest ages. You take a moment to reflect and prepare yourself to the final act of this dark affair. But something still doesn't add up. Entrust a thankless and cruel mission to an initiate. Violate the moral code of the Order to punish a traitor. Push yourself alone to the far boundaries of these unknown lands. With these thoughts, you prepare to enter the forest, aware only that, no matter what happens, you cannot turn back. To enter the forest, close this menu and click on the golden compass. During your adventure, you will face hand-to-hand confrontations with fearsome enemies. Evil creatures that will try to kill you with no mercy. Use your sword in combat, by pulling it out of its scabbard by holding down the button on the right controller. Now, close this menu and continue on your quest. As you make your way through the forest, you realize that an unnatural silence is wrapping everything. It's very difficult to get orientation in this place, and soon you've lost the exact perception of time. A chill runs down your spine, and you realize that, in a little while, it will be dark. Continuing your search during the night could be very dangerous, but stopping to wait for dawn would risk losing track of the traitor permanently. Make your choice. Point your right hand to one of the two options. You can find a shelter for the night on the high ground to the east, and wait for the first light of day to safely resume your search. You can continue the hunt for the traitor by taking advantage of the favor of night, but exposing yourself to the dangers of the dark forest. You have taken shelter on these inhospitable rocks, but it will not be a quiet night. The same cursed creatures you encountered during the day may return, taking advantage of the darkness, to catch you by surprise. Lighting a fire might help you keep them away, as well as warm you from the cold of the darkness, but it might also attract their attention. Make your choice. You can light a fire on rocks to ward off the creatures. You can stay hidden in the darkness until dawn so as not to attract attention. You look back in the direction of the voice you heard echoing in the darkness. A sound that has nothing natural, nor even human. The light from your fire barely illuminates the grotesque figure of a wandering old woman. You have heard of night spirits threatening the path of lonely travelers, eager to devour the souls of the poor unfortunate, but sometimes also benevolent and ready to point out obscure paths otherwise hidden. The wandering old woman approaches. Make your choice. You draw your sword and prepare for confrontation. The threat is too dangerous, and you prefer to defend yourself with your own weapons. You stay waiting for the wandering, hoping it will bring good advice, and not your death. You wake up at first light in the middle of the forest. The night has been restless and short, and the memories in your mind seem like a distant dream. Only one thing is certain: your time is coming to an end, and, one way or another, your fate must be fulfilled. You can feel that the moment is near. You can see constructions in front of you that you had never noticed before. Leave your doubts aside and go ahead. You recognize Lord Namur in the body lying exhausted on the ground. He was once Lord of the Western Lands and First Knight of the Order. Now driven into exile by your superiors and sentenced to death for his crimes of high treason and conspiracy. But, in front of this agonizing man, a deep sense of anguish takes hold of you. You had prepared yourself for a fight with a furious warrior ready to kill you at any cost, but you find a defenseless enemy. A voice rings in your mind: you must kill the exile. This is your mission. Make your choice. Bring your sword aloft and with a decisive slash, put an end to Namur's suffering and complete your mission. Awakens the man to ask him questions and hear his story version. you didn't believe Lord Nammer's words, but the feeling you felt on your journey seems to be mirrored in every testimony. Over the centuries, the Order has built a web of corruption and violence in every branch of men's society, stoking fear through the forbidden use of witchcraft. You tear the symbols of the Order and burn them in the fire. You are determined to begin a new battle for independence, alongside Lord Nammer and all the rebels. For a new world. For freedom.